100,000 AFL fans from across the country have converged on Melbourne for the 2018 Grand Final. In a thrilling finish, West Coast came from behind to beat Collingwood by just 5 points. Abby Dinham is in Melbourne and joins us now live. Abby, truly a day to remember for West Coast fans.
Well, it was billed as a blockbuster for the ages, and it certainly didn't disappoint. For the 7th year running, a Victorian team took on an interstate rival. The West Coast faithful flooded into Melbourne, trekking across the Nullarbor, determined not to go home empty-handed. At three-quarter time, the scores were locked for just the second time in AFL history, and emotions were running high. Then, with just 2 minutes left, Dom Sheed booted his only goal for the match to put the Eagles ahead, win their fourth premiership, and ensure the flock flies home happy. They came with colours, costumes and courage. Collingwood fans have endured jibes for decades, but when it comes to joining the Magpie Army, there's only black and white.
People love to hate us, and it's a form of love, so I see it as a good thing and take it as a positive compliment.
The more they insult us, we love it.
A record equalling 16th premiership on offer brought the Pie hopefuls to the MCG in the tens of thousands. Some ready to plead for a ticket, but restricted members lucked out at the last minute.
We got tickets, we're going. Been here since 6 a.m.
The out-of-towners determined not to be outnumbered.
Go the Eagles!
Among them, Fremantle captain Nat Fyfe demoted to the stands this year, and Willie Rioli's parents turning out for their son's grand final debut.
Can't wait for him to get out there, and hopefully he can do his magic out there.
A hope shared by thousands of others. This year, West Coast members officially outnumbered the Pies, and no journey was too long to see them in the premiership.
They're going to win the cup. We're taking it back home to Broome with us.
But one thing is, I don't want to see Eddie cry today. Please, can someone give him some tissues?
100,000 people filled the MCG, the overflow in Yarra Park, to enjoy the atmosphere and give some international visitors a little taste of the locals.
Australians are crazy about football, they love it.
After 206 games of the regular season, 8 in the finals, it all boils down to this: Collingwood and West Coast just 4 quarters away from heartbreak or triumph, battling for the 2018 premiership and a place in AFL history. But the Collingwood team run-out was historical for all the wrong reasons.
The banner has evaporated,
leaving the fans unimpressed and the cheer squad heartbroken, Nathan Buckley offering a hug. But by the end of the first term, the tears had dried.
5 first-quarter goals for Collingwood!
And as little separated the two in the last term, tensions reached boiling point, making this moment even sweeter.
The Eagle has landed for the premiers in 2018.
Fans around the CBD in an uproar as the AFL 2018 premiers are crowned. Well, I think it's going to take a while for the adrenaline to wear off after that one. We'll have the full details of the match later in sport.
That is SBS reporter Abby Dinham reporting live from Melbourne.